Hello, everyone. My name is Claude Terrell Hankins. Today, I will be presenting cyber threats and attack vector C-suite's presentation on possible cybersecurity attacks on healthcare industry. Stick around and hope you enjoy. We all are familiar with the term numbers don't lie. So this is a crazy statistic that's going to blow your mind. From 2021 to 2022, the United States saw a 57% increase of cyber attacks on the healthcare industry. Those numbers just point out that there are so many flaws when it comes to healthcare and cybersecurity. The healthcare sector ranked second out of all sectors when it came to cyber attacks in the United States. So, who's to blame? Who's responsible for the cyber attacks? I'm going to point out all the characters who could contribute to a possible cyber attack. So let's take a look at the uh, threat actors who could be responsible for a possible cyber attack on the healthcare industry. First, you have the career cyber criminals, uh, which their main motive is to steal data for financial gain. Next, you have organized crime groups. Um, their motive is usually geared towards front for something else, usually drug trafficking. Um, Next, you have terrorist groups who are motive. Their motivation is political reasons. Um, then you have script kiddies. Script kiddies are the amateurs who are at the basement level of hacking, and it's usually just to show off. Um, Next, you have insiders. Insiders are people who are part of an organization that may be disgruntled, but they have access to important information. Um, the next threat actor you have is the hacktivists. Hacktivists are usually driven by their beliefs. It's borderline between hacking and activism. Um, The next one you have is the state sponsored actors. These are people who are usually politically motivated in the best interest of their own country. So let's take a look at these threat actors and their cyber attack of choice. You have cyber criminals who utilize ransom attacks and DDoS attacks, which is distributed denial of services, um, where the network is flooded and makes the um, server hard to process. You have organized crime groups who utilize access as a service, um, AAAS, and they also use crowdsourcing, which is where they have paid participants to gather information. You have insider groups. Insider groups usually that disgruntled employee who could have malicious intent sometimes, and they also are responsible for like data theft. They have access to information, so it's easy for them to carry out these type of attacks. Um, you have script kiddies. Script kiddies are usually their cyber attack of choice is usually um, phishing phishing attacks or website disfacement. Um, these are the lower level guys with very little experience. Then you have the hacktivists. Uh, Hacktivists are usually politically motivated. They use doxing, which is misuse of information. They also use DOS attacks, which is denial of service. Um, it's basically like the distributed denial of service, where they flood the network and make everything hard to process. Then you have the terrorist groups. Their cyber attack of choice is usually cyber espionage or the use of malware, which is like a virus, like ransomware, where they hold a device hostage, usually to receive payment or financial gain. So now let's take a look at the differences between threat and vulnerability when it comes to network. Threat is the potential action that could damage the network, and the vulnerability. Vulnerability is usually the weakness that's found in the network, um, and criminals could exploit that weakness to submit or carry out a cyber attack. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at why cyber attacks happen in the healthcare industry. Um, a lot of these cyber attacks were exploited during the height of the pandemic, where vulnerabilities were found and weaknesses were found in the uh, healthcare industry's organizations. Um, the um ease of having a ransom being paid. um, Overall, the main goal for the healthcare industry is to protect patient information. And if someone bad gets a hold of that, then what's the reason not to pay that when your end goal is to protect their privacy? Then you have outdated technology. The advancement of cybersecurity um, and technology. Some of these health organizations are behind the times, so it makes it easy for criminals to exploit that. Um, then you have the employees. The employees are the first line of defense when it comes to um, promoting or potentially having a cyber attack on the healthcare industry. So, how do we fix the problem when it comes to the healthcare industry falling victim to cyber attacks? For one, by updating technology. Um, Times are advancing, um, and it's time for the healthcare industry to have the technology that's capable of preventing cyber attacks. Next, you have the employees. Like I said before, the employees are the crucial part of preventing cyber attacks. They are the first line of defense. If you see something, say something, report it to your supervisor. Um, that's the only way we can prevent cyber attacks. Um, next, the next thing to fix the problem, you have to promote security culture. Security culture is um, basically with your employees, everybody's on board when it comes to having a safe environment to prevent cyber attacks. Um, and they are the, like I said, the employees are the first line of defense, and they have to say something if they see something. Thank you for listening to my presentation today. Uh, Once again, uh, cyber attacks can be prevented in the healthcare industry. It's just a few changes that need to be made. And once again, thanks.